Now let us study the different prefixes for powers of 10. First one, multiple, prefix and subsymbol. Okay, we'll first study the multiples there, then we will go to the submultiples. Okay, so let's see the left side part now. So multiple, we have, this will be 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 3, 10 power 6, 10 power 9, 10 power 12, 10 power 13, 10 power 18, 10 power 21, 10 power 24. Okay, so 10 power 1 we call it as Deka. Okay, the symbol is Da. Then next one, 10 power 2, the prefix is hecto, symbol is H. Next one, 10 power 3, it means kilo. Okay, prefix means you write before that, we say kilogram like that way. So symbol is K, small k. Then 10 power 6, okay, that is mega, symbol is capital M. 10 power 9, that we say it as giga, symbol is capital G. Next one, 10 power 12, that we call it as tera, symbol is capital T. 10 power 13, 15, sorry, this is 10 power 15, we call it as peta, symbol is capital P. Next one, 10 power 18, we call it as exa, okay, symbol is capital E. 10 power 21, that is a very big amount, pluses or plus positive quantities. 10 power 21, zeta, symbol is capital Z. Then 10 power 24, okay, 10 power 24, that is iota, symbol is capital Y. Next we see submultiples. We'll go this side now. Okay, submultiples mean what? Small amounts. So 10 power minus 1, we call it as deci. Okay, symbol is small d. Then 10 power minus 2, centi, symbol is small c. We say centimeter now. Next one, 10 power minus 3, that we call as milli, m, we say millimeter. 10 power minus 6, that we call as micro, we say micrometer, mu, symbol is mu, we say. Okay, 10 power minus 9, we call it as nano, symbol is small n. Then 10 power minus 12, we call it as pico, symbol is small p. 10 power minus 15, that we call it as femto, symbol is small f. 10 power minus 18, we call it as atto, symbol is small a. 10 power minus 21, we call it as zepto, symbol is small z. 10 power minus 24, we call it as yocto, symbol is small y. Next we'll study how to measure small distances using screw gauge and a vernier caliper. Screw gauge is an instrument used to measure accurately the dimensions of objects up to a maximum of about 50 millimeters, that means 5 centimeters. The principle of the instrument is the magnification of linear motion using the circular motion of a screw. The least count of screw gauge is 0.01 millimeters. Okay. So let's see now the parts of a screw gauge. This is a U-shaped frame. These are two studs. Okay, and this will be pitch scale, and this is the head scale. There's a ratchet there. Now we'll see no error means what? The 0 or the index line and the 0 are in the same straight line. Then we have no error. What's mean positive error? For positive error, the 0 comes down. Okay, and the numbers may be coinciding. Then let's see negative error. Negative error, what happens is the 0 goes up. Then other numbers may coincide with the index line. So this, they say, model reading here, a screw gauge reading is given. That you can see, pitch scale reading is 6 millimeters, head scale reading is 40 divisions. So you must do this thing calculation, that is 6 millimeters. That is pitch scale reading plus head scale coincidence, HSC into least count. So PSR is, that is 8 millimeters or 6 millimeters, sorry, 6 in plus 40 into 0.01, that will give us 6.40 millimeters. So this you learned at 10th, I think so. Okay, so this is how a screw gauge works. Next we'll see what is a vernier caliper and how it works. So let us now see what's a vernier caliper. A vernier caliper is a versatile instrument for measuring the dimensions of an object, namely diameter of a hole or depth of a hole. Okay, the least count of vernier caliper is 0.01 centimeters. So I have a pencil here. We can find the diameter of the pencil using the vernier caliper easily. So this is a vernier caliper. Now let's see the parts of this. Okay, there are two lower jaws there, and this is this will be the main scale. Okay, and this will be the vernier scale. So now see the main scale, that is this portion, the metallic portion has been drawn here, and this vernier scale has been drawn down. The vernier scale is in a small window here that we can draw here. Okay, there are 10 lines on the vernier scale, and the main scale, if you see, if the 0 of the main scale and 0 of the vernier scale coincide, there is no error. Next we see this part, it is positive error. Positive error means what? The vernier scale 0 comes to right side. then we say positive error. Here the third line is coinciding, so we'll get a positive error of 0.03 centimeters. That is, whatever measurement you find will be more by 0.03 centimeters. Next we see negative error. Negative error means what? If the 0 of the vernier scale goes to the left side, then we have negative error. See that 0 is going this side. Okay. Now see the line which is coinciding. Here the fourth line coincides, but we must use a formula 10 minus 4. So we get 6 into least count, that will come as minus 0.06 centimeters. Next we see a typical vernier reading. So in this typical reading, we take a vernier caliper which has no errors. Now you see the main scale reading, that is this one, reads 2.2 centimeters, and the vernier scale coincidence is 4 divisions. Okay, so fourth line is coinciding. So reading will be the main scale reading plus vernier coincidence into least count. So main scale reading is 2.2 centimeters, vernier scale coincidence is 4 into the least count is 0.01 centimeters. That will give us 2.24 centimeters. So this is about the measurement of small distance using screw gauge and vernier caliper. Thank you for watching.